Good morning, guys. I know I am a tad bit early, but it is what it is. Some of us come early, some of us come late. I mean, one time I was at a little erectile dysfunction anonymous thing, and I came early. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Do not touch that dial. No, it's not Adam Gorak. It is the Yorkshire Pud, and it is dyslexia. Hello, Michael Outdoors. I am supposed to be on his podcast at 6 today. I may have to do it in my car because I am running around. If he wants to reschedule, that's fine. If not, Mike Usenick makes that shit work all the time. Joe Bashir, I love you. I'm sorry I broke the mug. Did you see my mug, Diz, that I used to have?
No, I did not. What was it?
It was a mug. The handle was black. Oh, by the way, Yorkshire, it's great to have you back. I missed you. We will talk about how things have been going with you. It was a mug that said UNT, but the handle was black, so it looked like it said cunt. Floyd, what up, brother? Go check him out on whatever. I'm sorry, it's Discord, or is it, what's he on?
He's on Discord, and he's also on Twitch.
Okay, Twitch. That's the one I couldn't think of. He's on Twitch.
I will share a link after this is all done.
Yeah, he told me not to shout him out. He told me not to do any of that. But you know what? Fuck you, bro. You deserve it too. Now, I do have a golden question. Something I want to do. I want to hook up with the Siamese twins. Hear me out. Here's why. It's a fucking three-way, dude. Like, they have one part. You don't have to keep up with multiple organs. It's one hole to roll them all, but it's attached to two people. How fucking beautiful is that?
What if one's like super into it and the other one isn't? Is that considered rape?
No, because if they consent, they consent. You know how many people I've been with that wasn't into it? They're like, let's just get this over with.
Oh man.
It's not like, I don't know. I don't think that would be considered that. I don't know. That would be weird. That is a weird thought, though. Would it be considered assault, though, if one of them isn't? Because they both have to. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a such thing as a three Siamese twins, like a three-headed monster?
No, never heard of that.
It's weird. I'm not meaning to call them a monster. I mean, they're beautiful people regardless. But, like, I don't know. I also have wondered, you know, those, like, what up, Brandon? You know those ones that are, like, kind of like a snake? They don't have legs or nothing. They're just kind of like a snake. How do they shit?
Floyd just said that's a hydra.
Okay. I have a question. Cat dog.
Okay.
How does cat dog poop?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that that's like a bunch of never-ending vomit.
What is up? Popsicle's in the fucking building. Popsicle, we need to get you to Ohio, or we need to come to you. I already do. But anyway, we need to come to you, or vice versa. We need to do a comedy show because we've started doing comedy in Ohio. And we do have a comedy show that we are working on announcing for December. You heard that here first. Awesome. StreamYard is an amazing service. I love StreamYard. They're connected all the way through, so it'd have to go out their mouth. Is that how snakes poop? Do snakes? I don't know. I'm not a snake person.
Starter question. What if a snake was two snakes simultaneously eating each other's tails? What would happen?
Disappear. That's kind of like I saw two kangaroos run at each other one time, jump into each other's pouches, and they fucking vanished. It was odd.
Then a black hole opened up.
What is up, Jennifer Sapp? Thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow, if you haven't already, guys. Make sure you follow whatever you're listening to us on, because I'm on Facebook now. I'm on YouTube. I made it so that pink socks everywhere because I got tired of just YouTube and people saying I don't fuck with YouTube. I never know when you're live. So we're fucking everywhere now. Also, go check out the lovely folks at WTHC Radio. Captain Winky sent you. I love Captain Winky.
And the litter. Don't forget the litter.
And the litter. That sounds like a band. We should start a band.
Yeah, that would actually make a very good band name. We're going to have to talk to Floyd.
We're going to have to get Les Claypool on that. That sounds like a Les Claypool band. Captain Winky and the litter. So, guys, I know this doesn't affect Noami, but a lot of our listeners are from Ohio. You're part of the litter, but now you're a pink socketeer. So go ahead and give me a follow, a like, a subscribe, wherever you find me. I've got people hearting. I got people liking this. I got Popsicle all up in the house. Popsicle, if you haven't already, go like and follow me everywhere, brother. Do you follow Popsicle?
I do not. I haven't heard of Popsicle. You're going to have to get me hip to this, man.
No, I haven't either.
He is fucking hilarious. He is probably one of the funniest people besides Coop. Him and Coop are two of the funniest people that I personally know. What is up, Robert?
I have to check him out.
He is fucking great. His big thing is a red flag. Like he talks about how big of a red flag he is.
Oh,
Joe
no,
Bashir,
so he's just like Coop.
yeah. Joe Bashir has been following us since the beginning. 5 fucking years, bro.
Yeah, she has.
I can do it on my phone, Michael Outdoors. That's no problem. I can do your podcast on the phone. It's just I can't guarantee how long I can do it because I am getting things prepared for next weekend. I'm going to be partying down over at the Halloween, and I'm also going to be partying down with the OVDJ Harvest Fest. So if you guys want to party with us, that's the 2 places you can find me next weekend in person. Love the tapestry, Diz. Thank you for him. Midgard. Who's Midgard?
I have no clue who that is.
Oh, I thought they were one of your people.
Loving my tapestry.
Yeah, I've got a very nice tapestry.
See, my tapestry is gone. I don't know where it went. We used to have like a broomstick hanging here, and I don't know where it went.
Where's your broomstick?
How if I know? Somebody must have drove it away.
Have you been robbed by Harry Potter?
I got robbed. I've been robbed. Oh no!
I've just got a curtain behind me. I haven't even got a light tonight because I borrowed my son's light and it's broken. So
Diz,
I have no light anymore.
I know this is weird, but
yeah.
I've not been introduced to you by your real name.
My real name is actually Chet Montgomery, but I go by Dizzy, Dyslexia, Dizzy Taylor. I got so many aliases, and that ain't even all of them. But yeah.
Chet Montgomery sounds like the fucking singer of like the Allman Brothers or some shit.
Yeah, now you know why I have an alias. That name just don't match me and who I am, I guess. Like when you hear that, you expect to see like a news reporter, or like you said, Allman Brothers band member. I don't know, man. It just don't match me.
New movie. We need to make
Harry Potter. Yeah. Bro, if you ain't the star, I'm gonna be so mad.
Dude, I actually have an idea, and now that I'm saying this, it's technically copyrighted because isn't that how copyright works? If you do it first and you have proof, technically you're the owner.
I think so. But you have to be the first one. I think that's how that works.
Oh, Zach. Okay. What up, Zach? Facebook user with the rolling eyes. I'm sorry. For some reason, if you are on my Facebook, it does not tell me who the fuck you are if you're on my personal Facebook. So nothing personal. It's not me. It's StreamYard. What is up, Dustin Stewart, motherfucking guy? That is my dude. Me and him's going to reenact some slutty horror movie pictures. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, that'd be so fucking great.
Okay, is it weird to like? Would it be considered homo if he was to do like sexual themed photo shoot if you're both straight?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how into it you are. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you're both straight.
Well, but if you're really into it, I don't know, man.
You can be into it as much as you want, bro. You're straight. Our pics will go freaking viral. Like,
Maybe
I don't even
playing
care.
a part, wouldn't
I was
you?
always
Just
told
playing-
it's straight if your socks are on. So make sure that you got your pink socks on, and I guess it's straight.
Bro, it doesn't matter if you're getting paid. What's up, Zach?
$20 is $20.
In this economy, 40, bro. 20 won't even fill up the gas tank. What are you talking
You're
about?
right. You're right.
And I drive a hybrid. Like, what are you
Oh
talking
dang, man! I got a gas guzzler. Like I'm super terrible for the environment.
Bro, if you
I've got one of each, petrol car and an electric car.
See, my car isn't full-blown electric. It's what they call a... I guess they changed the wording now. If it is hybrid, it's both
Yeah.
gas and electric. If it's EVO,
Yeah.
it's fully electric. Yes, I cannot wait. Guys, go check out Michael Outdoors Podcast. Go give him a like and a follow. We're going to be going live today at 6 p.m. on his podcast. Poor kid has had so much issues with his computer. I'm so glad he got a new one or got his updated. He's going places. He's a
That's
good kid.
awesome, man. Helping him start out and stuff. And if you
Bro,
ever
we
have
got-
computer problems again, please hit me up. I'm a computer guy, believe it or not.
You are?
Yes.
You know what's really weird about computers? In the world of computers, if you have a Trojan, that's a virus.
Yeah.
In real world, if you're wearing a Trojan, you can avoid getting a virus.
That ain't 100% though. Just like computers,
Yeah.
that's not 100%.
Oh, it's not.
I'm going to
Why
say
would-
what's not weird about computers, though.
Why did they name a condom company after a thing that broke and a bunch of small men came out of?
I don't know. You'd figure
Good
that's bad
question.
marketing, but somehow
Yeah.
that's $1 billion company. So
That's fucking weird, dude. They're like, we might break, but you're gonna buy from us. Like, what? That's not good marketing. That shouldn't work.
it does though. Like
Oh, okay. That does happen. I know, Michael, you're too young to kind of remember the stuff. And I'm not the type of guy to say you're too young to remember like bands and shit. But there are certain things that you may be too young to have experienced personally. When I was his age, we used to go on something called LimeWire and download shit. And
we gave
that
our
was a virus
computers
waiting to happen.
AIDS. Yes.
Yes, you gave your computer AIDS.
It was either AIDS or it wasn't the song you were looking for, or you downloaded an MP4 file and it turned out to be a porno.
Yeah, a guy shoving his head in a woman's coochie. Remember that one? Just the Tip was the name of that one. It was a bald dude sticking it. Nope.
I'm just laughing at the talk
Don't
of
talk about
MP3 being back in the day. That's hilarious to me.
Yeah, you back in the day was records. Like,
Yeah. Records and tapes.
we're like two different generations.
I asked a 24-year-old what a cassette was the other day, and oh my god, I got the wildest answers, I swear.
Did ya?
That is on.
My kids know what a tape is, but then they have no choice because they got me for a mother.
You want to know what's fucked up? Bring up Floyd's comment again.
Yeah.
The spelling of bestiality actually isn't bestiality. Did you know that? Look it up. It is spelled bestiality. Bestiality.
Because it's the best.
Bro, we need to get a shirt that says, I put the best in bestiality.
Yes, new merch on the way, Mike Usenick. There you
No,
go.
don't fucking put my name on that shit. Bro, do not do that at all. What the fuck is going on this show?
It's already off the rails, man. That's
Okay.
generally
Yeah.
how everything I'm a part of goes.
Gross. I do agree. Jennifer, I apologize. I don't, but I do. Anders! I fucking love that man. I have not seen you in a while,
Yeah.
Anders. I'm so glad you are here, and I'm so glad you made it. I love everyone. He's part of what is called the RGA. They're called the Roxie Guitar Army. Go check it out. It is our friend Ryan Roxie. He has his own he teaches people how to play guitar and shit. It is awesome. He uses his platform to teach people. What is up, Carrie? Mattern? Love you, dear. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. See, I love everyone. I spread my love in like a metaphorical and a literal sense. There's enough of me to go around.
He's spread just like the stuff that's on LimeWire.
Yes, I do. But yeah, go check out Roxie Guitar Army. He's a good friend of mine, Ryan. I love that dude. I got to actually hang out with him recently. He's be careful. I will be careful. I mean, spreading your love can cause disease. That is why you wrap your love. You put a condom on your love.
Put your love in a bag.
Bro, that should be a song. Condom on your love. It should be.
That actually sounds like a really good rock title. I will give you that.
It should be to the beat of Sunshine of Your Love. Put a condom on your love. I can't wait, Michael, to hear your intro. Michael does his own intro. Love Glove. That's a
Love Glove.
That's a band name if I ain't seen one. Love Glove?
That is good, yeah.
Love Glove, and your first hit is Put a Condom on Your Love.
I actually have a friend of mine. I consider everyone that I like connect with in that way a friend of mine. So I have a lot of friends. But I have a friend of mine. His name's Rob Patillo. Go check him out. He's also known as Robby Road Steamer. He has a song called Condom on Your Dreams. And it's like someone put a condom on your dreams because I can't feel a fucking thing. Go check him out. It's fucking hilarious. That is awesome, Michael. We're getting Dabbing with Dads back on. Also, WTHC Radio. I have a show on there. You check them out regardless if I'm on there or not. But I have a show on there called Utopia, Saturdays at 9 a.m. I'm going to be bringing my friends on there occasionally. It's just going to be me and Hippie sometime, most of the time. It's going to be awesome.
Hippie's a very funny guy, man. You guys go great together.
Thank you. We go together like water and water. We go together like fire and gasoline.
You are not wrong.
Because the more you add to it, the bigger the fire gets.
I caught Two White on there the other day. They was talking about him being a dickhead.
Yeah, he was. He was a bit of a dick, dude. Two White was taking all the credit, which by the way, we are giving away a lovely rolling tray. It is from Kind Company. We're giving it away on the 28th live. If that's a Saturday, it's the Saturday of that week. I think it's the 28th. What up, Fable? What's up, Facebook user? Please tell me who you guys are, because if you're on my personal Facebook page, it might not tell you who I am, because it doesn't tell me who you are if you are private, because Facebook respects privacy, which is weird because I didn't think they did at all, but apparently they do.
They've been selling my information like they don't. That's all I'm saying.
Right? Like, I don't get it, but it is what it is. I mean, fuck. Like, Facebook is weird. Instagram's weird.
Yeah.
I got a fucking thing in the bank from my bank that was like, I got a thing from my bank. Man, I need to be medicated.
Yes,
but I got a thing in the mail from my bank that stated, your information may have been leaked. They may be able to steal your information. I'm like, if you want my debt and my bankruptcy, have at it.
Please do it. Pay my bills.
See, I'm not bankrupt yet, but that's going to be coming soon. I did Two Whites in the Corner. I don't think he's going to be on the show next Saturday because he was an asshole. He was taking all the full credit for the giveaway. He was taking the full credit for everything, man. Like, fucking.
But at heart, he's a really good guy, and he means well.
He means well, but like he thinks he's all that because he's friends with people. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm friends with people. I can't do a very good Two White impersonation. I sound like fucking Muck Sticky when I do it. But he's weird. He's a fucking weird dude. I don't know. I'll probably have him on Pink Sock one of these days. He's kind of weird about being on camera on this show. I don't know why. He's like, oh, you need like 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, get out of here.
Bougie son of a bitch. Too good for us.
Yeah, he's too good. He's too good. He's too white.
Too white.
Yeah, like, fuck. I'll diss the hell out of him. I don't give a shit. He looks weird with that fucking weird beard and the puffy hair. Like, fucking douche. You got that weird look. I've been told we look alike. That's a new thing I've been told. I'm like, nah, like he's like kind of like lighter complected than I am.
Yeah, he's really white. He's super. I mean, you're white, but he's too white.
Right, like he's way too white. He looks like my twin. No, he does. See, he has different hair than me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like his hair's a little puffier.
That, and he likes to wear do-rags and stuff of that nature as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he wears do-rags and shit, and he hangs out with calligraphy. I do too, but like, I don't know. He's a bit of a douche sometimes, and it happens. I mean, he's over here. That is a nice spelling. I might have to change the spelling. I don't know. There might be another too white out there. I don't know if he's cool with it. If he's not, whatever, I'll change it.
We got a lot of research to do on a name change. If you have to do one, yeah, make sure that it's legit this time.
Yeah, Adam. Too white looks like a hairy Adam Sandler. I look more like a guy who tried. Like, I look like I have no idea. Okay, what look I was going for? Like, I really like Motorhead, but I also like Frank Zappa.
I'm sorry right
now. See, I'm okay with dissing myself. Like, I don't give a fuck. You can't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't. Like, I love Diz, bro. Like, look how handsome this man is. Let's bring him up real quick. Like, I talk down on myself, but I bring other people up, or I get it up. Look at that. Like, you're a handsome man.
Look at this lovely straight hair. It's not all wild and poofy.
No, dude. Like, look at me. Like, look at me though. Like, look at this. I, on the other hand, oh damn, I am handsome. Look at that. See, I have women. I had a woman the other day tell me.
I like that facial hairstyle you got going on there, man. That looks good.
I honestly, I don't know if it's the fact I've been more confident within myself and what I'm doing, or if it's like, it's October. Women are like out there. We got witchy bitches out there, and they're wanting to sacrifice you to the new moon. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's that. Like, I'm down for whatever, but like, I like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Confidence does do a lot of things, but like you said, it is also October, so they might be looking for sacrifices. Or you got to watch out because you have homeless sexuals on the hunt right now because it's getting ready to be winter and they just need a place to stay.
Or you have them women in relationships that want something on the side.
Oh, yeah. The ones that can't ever have enough. They need too much.
Yeah, they need too white. That's what they need.
I don't know where they get the energy from.
Well, it's crazy. And, like, I'm not calling anybody out on this because Diz and I kind of had this conversation previously off air and shit. But, like, I've never understood people that, like, they have somebody, but they're not happy.
Yeah.
But they won't fucking leave. They got to find somebody else before they leave.
Yeah.
Like, I've had so many girls, and this ain't me calling out one person. I've had so many girls in relationships hit me up, and I'm like, no, because you'll just do that to me. I don't need that energy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like, if you just want to lay, that's fine. Like, I'm not one to help people cheat though. Leave them first. Like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Some people are like it. But, like, I'm not going to ruin your relationship. No. Leave them. Because I'm the kind of guy, I'll tell your boyfriend.
I kind of get the logic, though, because it's the same thing. If you have a job and then you're not happy with it and you want another job, obviously you're going to go out and find another job before you quit.
That's different.
But...
Your job is paying and you need to pay the bills. If you are not happy with yourself single, then how the fuck do you expect somebody to be happy with you while you're cheating on your boyfriend for them? I mean, that is mind games.
You're not wrong, man.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just people that don't love themselves, man. And if you can't love yourselves, you can't love nobody else. Love yourself first, please.
I have been single for 5 goddamn years, Diz. 5. I have had my feelings played with while single for 5 years, and I've learned a lot. And I'm not being negative because I needed those. I needed those situations to help me grow as a person. I don't view them as a negative. I view them as a growth. Now, the thing is, though, is I got to give advice. You got to give advice to people. It's okay if you want to be a hoe, if you want to like sleep around, it's okay. That's fine. But don't do that while you're with somebody. Unless you're in an open relationship, that's fucking different. But like, don't play with people's emotions. Just be fucking single.
You're right.
If you're gonna act single, be single.
Yeah.
If you're gonna act single while you're not, I consider that cheating. Yeah.
Yeah, get a shirt that says that. Because the thing is I have been that guy where I thought the relationship was going great, and next thing I know, they're leaving me for somebody else. Like, be honest. Leave.
That's the problem, though. Like,
are you afraid of
people?
If you're afraid of
people lined up.
If you're afraid of hurting me, don't fucking leave. I would rather you be honest and leave, because then we can be friends. I can't be friends with somebody who fucking lies like that. I can't even. If you're cheating on your significant other or going on dates with me while you're with somebody else, I can't see myself with you as other than just because you're just going to do that shit to me. Why am I going to get emotionally involved with somebody who's just going to fucking do it too?
You're not wrong. You know, bad habits, they start like that, and then they just keep on rolling, man.
And I'm not saying like they will for sure do that to me, but that'll be in the back of my head forever.
Yeah, but, you know, everybody always wants to be that person that changes someone, but 9 times out of 10, you can't change somebody unless they want to change. So
you can't change, or women in particular, and I'm not trying to call anybody out, but women are mostly the people that I've seen do this. So let me give a little bit of advice. I'm sorry, Mike's going to give advice. I'm going to bring me up real quick. You cannot fix or change anyone but yourself. If you're unhappy with somebody, or if you do not see that person as something that you see yourself with, do not be with them. You cannot change broken people. They can change themselves. Get the fuck out. Go. If people say I'm going to change and they don't, they won't. Go. And don't trust words. Trust fucking actions. Manipulation is easy to happen. I was unhappy in a relationship, and I'm not going to call her out or nothing, because I love this woman still. We're good friends. I still have the love for her. It's not a relationship kind of love. I know it wouldn't work. But at the time, we were very toxic for each other, and it got to the point where I'm like, hey, I'm not happy. I'm fucking leaving. I'm not going to stay somewhere I'm not happy, and you can too. Now, the negative is what people do is they will leave the unhappy situation and then keep going back. It's hard to leave, but it's also hard to stay away. You need to stay away.
I've always been told that if they're an ex for a reason, and you should just leave it at that. If you want to be friends, but do not take them back.
See, that's not always true in a way, because sometimes you need to break apart and grow as separate people.
I guess it depends on the reason. Like, if you go into each other and you're like, yeah, this is mutual, we need to split, then maybe in the future. But if it's ending bad, it's ending bad. And you know.
Well, the thing is, the mistake people make is you can make a relationship work after a breakup, but you don't jump right back into it after breaking up. It takes months to years of change for it to actually work.
Yeah.
If it didn't work, you can't just be like, oh, it didn't work, let's try it again 5 days later. No.
Depends on the circumstances. Yeah.
True. But the thing is if you're leaving me for somebody else, we're not going to get back together right away.
No.
Because you're literally just using me as a fall guy.
Fall guys. Plug it. But yeah, man. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But some people were just like, oh, well, they changed overnight. No, it never happens overnight. Like you said, it takes time.
Well, can I vent real quick? And I don't want to be that guy, so I'm going to explain where I'm coming from before you think I'm that guy. I don't believe in the sentiment, nice guys finish last. I don't, because if you have to tell the world you're a nice guy, you're fucking not. My pain and grief is I've had so many people come to me and they're like, you are a nice person. You're so caring. I wish I could find a guy like you. Now, I understand if I'm not your type, I'm not your type. But I have had girls, and one recently come to me and be like, you're handsome. You're such a nice guy. I wish I could find someone like you. I exist. You just said I'm your type, but you keep chasing people that aren't your type for whatever reason. Could be fear, whatever, because people are afraid of losing that nice person. But the fact is, eventually you're going to lose that nice person because you're treating them like that. Because I've had so many people come to me and be like, you're a great person, blah, 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 blah. And then when they get in a relationship, I don't hear from them. They're gone. It's like I never existed.
That's how it goes. And I don't believe in that nice guys finish last thing either. So I don't know.
Nice guys finish how they should. Now, the universe works the way it should. I believe in all that too. I'm just venting about things that I have witnessed. And I'm trying to kind of reach out to those people that are the people that I'm talking about, but also reach out to people that deal with it.
I guess if somebody comes at you like that and they're like, oh, I love a nice guy like you. I wish I could find somebody just like you, even though that you had already existed and they already know you. I guess what they're asking you to do at that point is to be a douchebag to them. That way you're more sexually attractive. I don't know, man.
Well, I think what it is, here's the issue. They find you attractive. They want to be with somebody like you, but they don't want you because they are afraid if it doesn't work, they will lose somebody like you. So they would rather keep you around and continue to date douchebags because they're not afraid to lose the douchebag.
That actually makes really good sense. You know, you should be a therapist.
Yeah, that's an interesting take on it, yeah.
This is why I do podcasts, though, because I try to look at things from both sides because I have been on both sides. I have witnessed both sides. I have a friend of mine right now. I'm not going to name names or nothing. I care very deeply about her. I very openly like her a lot. But I know she doesn't see me like that, and I fully respect that. But what I hate to see is she constantly goes after guys, whether she knows it or not, going in, but they always turn out to be assholes. And I don't like that for her. It's not that I don't like that she's not choosing me. I don't care. I want her to be happy. And that's just how I am as a person. I just want her to be happy. But you're actively not chasing dudes that you know for sure are good people because of fear or whatever.
I guess that's where you'd have to sit down and be like, look, I'm having this conversation with you as a friend, not as somebody who likes you.
It's hard to have that conversation though because they know you like them like that and they think.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
trying to sabotage that way you can step in.
Some people do though. They go for the same type of person each time. Yeah, and
I handle rejection well.
Yeah.
I really do because I want people to be happy with or without me. But what I don't like is there's people out there that are like, I find you attractive, blah, 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 blah. They say they like you, and then they turn around and say that they don't anymore, which is fine. But then they start playing the games of like they do, but they don't want to admit it. And I get why they don't want to admit it because of fear. But in the same sense, you got to see it from the other person's perspective of what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Welcome to Mike's show of giving dating advice, I guess. I guess that's what Pink Sock has become.
I'm for it, Jerry. No.
I don't know. Be happy with the life you live, but also be able to question your own beliefs in a way and question your own ego. And that's what I've been doing lately. An ego thing isn't, and I talked to Diz about this at the camp out. Ego has nothing to do with, I'm the best there ever is. Ego is also the no confidence side of things. You have to get both in check because ego is both. And it is hard to do that, especially when your brain is full of ego and the inner child fighting each other.
Yeah, I used to think that ego was just like, I'm better than everybody. And, I
thought so.
But you put it in perspective for me. It really can show in the form of being afraid or anxiety even, being nervous. Yeah. And
can I be fully honest, bro? I have real bad anxiety. Especially when it comes to dating. I have not been on, and you can call me out on this if you want on the air, Diz, but I will explain. I have not been on a date where it's been established as a date, like, hey, you want to go on a date with me, in about 15 years. Actually, no, it's been about 13 years. I have went on friend dates. I have hung out with girls, and we've gotten food and shit, but it's not been established as, hey, we're going to pursue this further or whatever. I've been asked on a date recently. We're not going to get into that because that's drama central, but I've been asked on a date recently, and I declined, which respectfully so. A lot of people have to see my side of it. But it seems like every time, and I'm not trying to be depressed. I'm not trying to, it's a lesson that I learned. Dates aren't for me. I invited a girl on a date a few years ago, and I've invited her on dates several times, and it went the same exact way every time. I'd invite her on a date, she'd say yes, and then ghost me. And then message me and be like, oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. I understood. And then one time I invited her on a date, and she went with somebody else. Ghosted me completely forgot about our date, ghosted me for somebody else. Now,
I just got a question about your dates when you said you didn't go on a date, but you got food together.
Yes.
I'm just wondering, wasn't that a date?
No, because what I consider a date, there are friends.
Okay, yeah, I'm just interested to know what you define as a date.
See, dates, words in general is all about how you personally perceive
Yeah.
them. Some people might perceive that as a date. What I consider a date is, hey, would you like to go on a date with me? Where it is agreed that that's what it is.
Yeah.
No questions. And then you go out to eat together. Not, hey, would you like to go eat with me? Because if that's the case, then I've been on a date with Dizzy. I've been on a date with all my friends. I don't consider that a date.
Yeah.
I consider it two people.
I'm heartbroken. I thought we had a thing, man. We went out on like 4 dates. No.
You've been on dates, yeah.
It's weird because it's what you perceive it as, but I consider a date, hey, would you like to go on a date with me?
All right.
Because it doesn't leave the door open for what is this? It doesn't leave the door open for are these dates? It's established right up front.
Okay, I just wondered whether taking the word date out of it and just sort of just going and getting food and then just see how things go. I don't know, maybe it's the pressure of the date. I don't know, maybe it
because
is.
I've went on dates with people and it wasn't established as such. Like I had this girl that I got in an argument with. She's like, well, we went on a date one time. We established it was a date. We dressed up nice and you're not considering it a date. Well, here's the situation behind that. I don't consider that a date. I consider that a friend date because me and her were just friends with benefits at the time. She did not want to pursue things further. She did, but she couldn't. It's a weird fucking drama thing. But if it is not, if it's established there's no chance of it being pursued, I don't consider that a date. A date is getting to know you and seeing if you want to pursue it further. It's kind of like a job interview. If you show up at Taco Bell and order food, that's not a job interview. If you show up with knowing that it is a job interview and you're talking to the manager, then yes, it is a job interview.
I'm going to say, because sometimes when, my husband and myself, we just go out spontaneously and get food, and that could be considered a date. So, and when we were dating right at the beginning, it was, yeah. But before, when we started going out at first, we'd just sort of like sometimes spontaneously, we'll just go and get some food or do this and that. And we didn't say, we're going to go on a date. And then it was just, probably was a date. But
when you are together, there's multiple kinds of dates. And we can go through that rabbit hole as well. There are multiple kinds of dates. The unestablished dates. There's the established dates. There's the dates that anytime that somebody is official, anytime you go out to eat would be considered a date. But I have never been, and I will reword it, I have never been on an established romantic date unless I have been with that person already in a relationship. Because my relationships happened, and I've only been in 3 serious relationships, maybe 2. Because it's usually 2 friends hanging out, kicking it. We end up sleeping together, and the next thing I know, we're fucking, I guess we're together now.
So I guess, sorry to interrupt you, man. Since you're talking about romantic dates and, what you consider a date. And we also had job interviews brought into that discussion as well, because you were talking about Taco Bell. I don't think that people look at dates the way that they should be looked at anymore. And I feel like people use them as like interviews for a serious relationship. And that's not the way it should be. It should be, you know, something that you do for somebody that you care about. And, you know, you guys spend time with each other and learn more about each other. That's how I feel dates should be.
That is how it should be. You also shouldn't go into them with expectations, because that's how you get your heart broken. Yeah. Now, the issue I've noticed with today's society is people are so quick to jump into relationships, or so quick because they're afraid of being alone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then they're unhappy. Well, no shit, you're going to be unhappy. You just got with a Joe Schmo you barely even know.
Just because you wanted to cuddle up with somebody because it's cold outside. Damn fucking October.
Well, no, Floyd, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying dating stops when you become a couple, but the type of date is different. You're not getting to know each other anymore. You're treating them to a date. So, like, I don't even know if I've ever been on a date now that we're fucking going down this rabbit hole, because
my mind's blown with all this date theory.
If you really look at it, language can be interpreted however you personally interpret it, and it is fucking weird.
I think just go out and just see what happens.
Like, I don't know. True, because the fact is, Floyd is right.
Just go out and just see how it all pans out, really.
I want to backtrack, because Floyd is right. I was wrong. See, we can do that as a society. I was wrong. Floyd was right. You never truly know your partner, so you are constantly getting to know them. And also, people change, so you're constantly getting to know yourself.
Or sometimes when you've been busy working or dealing with a family all week, then it's nice to, if you go out, get a chance to go out at the weekend, and then you can catch up on how you've been and that properly.
And the thing is, a lot of people don't realize with dating in general is, are you unhappy in your relationship? Have you guys argued a lot lately? Don't seek it elsewhere. Fucking fix it or leave. A relationship isn't all fucking happy rainbows. You ain't going to find love if that's what you're looking for. Love is sitting there and fucking working through the shit. That is love.
Even friendships ain't all happy rainbows, you know, like sometimes you don't see eye to eye with your friends, but, you know, you talk it out, you work it out, and then, you know, you either fucking ain't friends no more, or you're great friends now.
Me and Matt are the best of buds. You see it everywhere. Me and him are great together, blah, 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 blah. He's called me out on my shit many times. I've called him out on his shit many times. We've not seen eye to eye several times. You know what we do? We chalk it up, respect the hell out of each other, love the hell out of each other, and move the fuck on.
Now that sounds like a very good friendship, that.
That's a great relationship.
That is very good. And you can listen to each other's different points of view, but then still be friends. Yeah, that's a very strong friendship. Me and Dustin
are really good friends. And I don't agree with the way he comes at me sometimes, but that's just how he is as a person. He gets in his emotions, he comes at you. So he's came at me a few times about things that he has supposedly heard me say or do, and it was just a matter of that whole whisper in somebody's ear and they say something and it goes down and it's not what was said at all, or even if anything was said. And we've both kind of been like, oh yeah, that's how it was, and we move the fuck on. That's how it works.
Definitely. The telephone game kind of sucks. You know, people out here starting drama and shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like you and Dustin have like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, we have moments where like people have said, "Oh, Mike's talking shit," when I never have. Or it's a moment of like they brought up Dustin in a conversation, and I've been like, "Oh yeah, Dustin, he's a cool dude." Blah 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 blah. And like I said something small that like, hey, we joke about this on the show a lot, and they're like, "Oh, he's talking shit." No, to his face, we joke about certain things on the air.
That's the way it should be too, bro.
But people take it as me talking shit, and then they turn around and tell people that I'm talking shit. I don't talk shit.
It's all about context. If you ain't going to use the right, you can make anything sound bad out of context. You know what I'm saying?
And like, I love the fuck out of Dustin. Dustin loves the fuck out of me. Matt loves me. I love Matt. But we've had disagreements in the past. That is a part of a relationship, friendship kind of thing.
That's like part of any relationship. Like even the dating scene, you know, all couples ain't going to agree on everything. You're going to have arguments, and it's all about how you handle it and coming to that middle and either splitting ways or becoming stronger.
I've had people come to me and be like, oh, so-and-so was talking shit. And you know what I chalk that up as? I didn't hear it. I'll ask them about it. But how somebody interpreted, and that's back to interpretation. How somebody else interpreted one little sly comment or whatever wasn't the way that it was meant, or wasn't how it was actually said.
Right. Until you hear it from that person, then, yeah, you just got to kind of take it as, it might not be true.
Yeah, because that's part of, like, we all live in our own little universe, and the way that language is interpreted, it can be different from person to person. So you got to hear that person out as to what they meant, what the context actually was as to what they said.
Yes, context is a big thing. Just like this podcast, if you Google pink sock without podcast, context matters. Context matters.
Definitely.
See, like, I don't know. Like, I've had people say that, like, certain people are talking shit about me, and then I turned around and found out that that's not the case. Like, it's context. But back to dating, since that's something we all do, unless you're asexual. The thing that drives me nuts is there's a lot of people out there that believe that just because you had sex with them, you're now a thing. And unless it's established, I don't think, because we're all animals, we're all creatures. We are born and raised to, language is something, and Louis told me this, and this is fucking true. Language is something we created to pass the time. It could be misconstrued, whatever, but it's to pass the time. All we're really doing is existing, fucking, shitting, and sleeping.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Like, that's all we are doing. The rest of it is something we've made up to pass the time.
Yeah.
And same time. What is time? We made that up to pass the time, too.
We made that up
yes,
too.
Time to pass the time.
Here's something that blows your mind. I have this weird fear, and I admit it everywhere I go. I have what's called like health anxiety or whatever. I'm afraid of getting sick and dying. I'm afraid of all that shit. So I freak out about little shit. And then I need to realize that's not even real either. It's something we've made up because we've seen people not exist anymore. So we just fucking made up what that is. I just blew everybody's mind at once. I heard the entire room just shut up.
My mind was blown as soon as this episode started.
I went on.
We do eat, Anders. We eat, drink coffee, we shit. All kinds of shit. Sorry, I tried bringing the comment up. I took your job.
Sorry, I brought it up.
But yeah, fables like Usenick and I have an angry relationship. I don't think it's an angry friendship. I'm not an angry guy. I'm an emotional guy. And I let my emotions get the best of me sometimes, but later on, I apologize. That's the thing. It is okay to have emotions. It is okay to let them get the best of you sometimes, but admit you did and grow from it. Because we are all humans. It is okay to be wrong. It is okay to feel, but it is not okay to be like, oh, that's just how I am. No, fuck you.
Here you go. Here we go back to the ego. Yes. Get your ego in check. Yes.
Yes. Like, get that ego in fucking check. Like, get it in check.
But hey,
Diz, did you expect it to be this kind of a show today?
No, not at all. Like, honestly, I thought this to be like more serious, and I thought it was going to be like scripted. I was like, oh man, this is going to go so far off the rails. But it's okay because we were never on the rails. This is beautiful.
There are no rails on.
There they aren't.
Honestly, we've had people on this show that have played with pretty big name bands, and we talked about porn and all kinds of crazy shit. And I think that is the joy of not just podcasting, but the joy of this show and shows like it.
Said anything can and will happen.
Yes.
That's one of our catchphrases, isn't it?
Yep.
This show. Yeah.
You never know who might show up. We've had the drummer of the Guess Who on here. We've had
that.
Yeah, we've had all kinds of
never know who's going to come up on Pink Sock.
Yeah, you never know who's going to come on my pink sock.
Exactly.
Wait, no, not like that. Not like, you know what I mean.
We all know what you mean.
But guys, I think we've talked about what we should have talked about. We're leaving it kind of up to the universe as to what next week has. I don't think we're doing a live episode next week. I think we're doing a pre-recorded.
That is awesome. Real quick before we go, you mentioned the Halloween bash, man.
Yes,
I'm kind of interested. Is this a question that I could ask? What is Mike Usenick going to be?
What am I going to be for the Halloween bash? I'm probably going to dress up the same way I'm going to dress for the Harvest Fest. I am not too certain if my costume will come in time for the Halloween bash, but I think I'll just leave that as a surprise.
That's why I didn't know if I could ask it or not, but I'll respect that, definitely.
If you have not yet, I need to get my tickets for the Halloween bash and Harvest Fest. I got to get a hold of people. But if you are not going to the Halloween bash, go. If you're not going to Harvest Fest, please go. We do have a surprise performance that night. Guys, please record it. I'll be recording it. I am excited to see what this surprise is, honestly.
I will have to make sure I'm up front. That way I get a good recording.
It's so far from actually angry, but it's funny to say it's angry. Guidelines Usenick. Guidelines Usenick should be my stage name.
Or your stunt double name. I don't know.
See, I blur the lines behind what is banned on YouTube and what isn't.
He said we create new rules every day.
We do.
Guidelines.
Rules are actually meant to be broken, because why do they exist?
Because people like you did it once, and now there's a sign at Fish Road that says "Don't stick your dick in the dolphin's blowhole."
No. Okay. Have you ever gone fishing and used dynamite?
No. That sounds like something they do across the river, sir.
Well, I tried it once, and I'm not invited back to that dentist office. But anyway, guys, that was Pink Sock Podcast. Diz, we'd love to have you back on.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you for having me on.
No
Thank you for letting me come on your pink sock.
You're welcome. I actually do have guest shirts. I just don't have the money to print them all right now. That says "Thank you for coming on my pink sock." And it has like all the information on the back.
That's amazing. That is great.
But
I love the merch.
I love you, Diz. I love you, Noami. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, everything.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
And as always, remember, live long, rock hard.